If you're only getting leads from 1 or 2 sources, you are risking huge failure and your business is on a potential downward spiral. Diversification is key in any business. Imagine being a business with £1 million turnover and one of your suppliers or one of your key partners gives you £850,000 worth of that income every single year. What happens if that partnership falls down? What happens if you provide one bad service to one particular client and they decide to take their business elsewhere? What happens if someone else comes in and offers them a better service, a cheaper service, and they choose to move their business? All of a sudden, you've gone from £1 million to 150,000. It's exactly the same when relying on one individual lead source or even just a small amount of lead sources. Your goal as the business owner, the entrepreneur, the leader is to start, of course, with referrals and recommendations. It's where most business owners that I work with start. But then you have to start looking at all of the different options that you have. You know, in last week's video, I spoke to you about content marketing as being one of the ways in which you can leverage social media, build a personal brand, solve meaningful problems for your audience, and generate more leads. But you have SEO, you've got ads, you've got promoting your website, you've got going to a networking event, you've got running your own events. I put together 81 different ways that I can think of where you can generate leads for your business. Leads being a name, a number, and an email address, or some kind of new connection. If you're just relying on one stream, you're always going to be finding business a struggle. So what are your key skills? Where are you currently getting your leads? What's something that you love? Do you watch YouTube videos? Do you listen to podcasts? Do you love being out and about and meeting people face to face? Whatever your core skill is, how can you turn that into other ways of promoting yourself and your business? Back in the day in my early career, I used to knock on 10 doors and know that I would get one appointment off of the back of that. I used to buy thousands upon thousands of pieces of data that we would put into an automated dialer for my team to sit there. As soon as the phone went down, it rang and picked up again, just to get someone to say yes to being interested in buying life insurance. The ways in which you can generate leads today is so much easier than what I had access to in my early business years in 2006. Something that's being hugely undervalued and underestimated is the ability to build offline relationships and to build offline brand and business. It's very easy to go and pay the latest agency and leverage all of the social media channels. But what about your local area? You know, we are doing leaflet drops and they are working relatively well. We're getting an ROI, which is the most important point. Depending on the type of business, something I'm hugely looking into at the moment is one of those billboards that you see on the side of a motorway. Of course, the creative has to be exceptional. You have to be able to capture people's attention. I've got clients who advertise at the local cricket ground or the local football team, or they sponsor it and have it on their shirt. Again, it's about showing up, building relationship, being there as a brand ambassador to make sure that you're building and nurturing those relationships with those individuals. If a billboard is on the side of a motorway consistently and people are constantly seeing the brand, the service that we provide, when the time comes and when they're ready to buy, that's going to be the first thought that they have. The billboard subconsciously is going to be embedded in their brain that they're going to go to our website. They're going to remember the company name. The same as when you think plumber, when you think electrician, you know, there's someone who just came into your head right now that you know who provides those services. That is just building personal brand and some kind of marketing. A third option that has been working fantastically well is PR, public relations. Paying a firm who are experts with relationships with either local or national press and doubling down on answering common questions. Journalists are always looking for insightful interviews. In the last couple of weeks, I've been featured across 4 different websites talking about delegation and team building, and in the mortgage industry, talking about where the market is going in the next quarter. Paying an expert to help you diversify your lead generation. The challenge is expecting leads tomorrow. Public relations takes time. SEO takes time. The billboard takes time. Leaflets take time. Not everybody is ready to solve the problem that you are able to solve for them right now. So it's about building brand, it's about nurturing relationships, and I guarantee your leads will increase in the future. If you start playing more of a long game, and accepting that it might take you 3, 6, 9, 12 months. Who knows? If you're playing the game, you might get lucky. But if you don't shoot, you never score. So the sooner you can start to diversify your lead generation sources and start to track all the different methods that you are doing and seeing which ones are giving you the highest ROI, then you can start to build a better business. So let me know in the comments, what is your number one lead source right now? And also, what is one that you've been procrastinating about for a long period of time? Let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can help you. Look forward to seeing you next week on the show.